Hi everyone! Just got up rather early to get the horses fed and get Lily ready for her competition today. We're going to Rodbaston BD to do the prelim 15 and the novice 22 to hopefully qualify for PETPLANs. Very excited, let's go!
Here come my girls. Here come the girls. Hello.
So now to tell you all how it went. Lily was a really good girl. She was quite calm and submissive, which for anyone who knows her knows that she's rarely like that. The first test felt like a safe, solid test. Like I knew she could have been a bit more uphill and around my inside leg, but in the warm-up I just prioritised the obedience and the rhythm and the flow because I think that's the priority at prelim. The second one, I felt like the warm-up was incredible, but in the test she was almost tired and running down. So in the warm-up I was doing like feelings of leg yield and medium trot on and back and getting her really around my inside leg. By the time it came to the test it felt like maybe I'd done a little bit too much. Yeah, she was really sweet for her. She can be so much more flighty and sharp, so I've just got to really just accept that her level of obedience is amazing today. I mean, it could be better, but it's so much better than it has been. Yeah, I feel like I've got a lot to work on, but I'm really pleased because the stuff that I was focusing on from the last show, like improving the walk, like I did manage to today. When we got the result, I was blown away because we won the first one overall with 73.8%. So we won by 4%, it's quite a big margin. And in the second test, we got third overall and second in our section, and I couldn't believe it. It's just the first time we've been placed overall in a novice class, so pretty pleased about that. The last thing I would say is that I've noticed a big change in my attitude competing when I decided to focus more on my process goals than my outcome goals, and I'll post a link to everything about that in the description of this video. So yeah, I think Lily's doing really well at the moment, and there's a lot of things I'm doing with my mindset that have really improved everything, so couldn't be more pleased with her really. I decided that I was going to make a short bit expanding on what I meant by process and outcome goals, because it is something that isn't immediately obvious but actually makes a really big difference. And that's because outcome goals are what you, like, events that you want to achieve, the things that make you get up in the morning. So whether that's getting a 70% test, qualifying for championships, riding at the nationals, they're the things that you want to happen. But the process goals are actually what you want in the moment of competing. When you're in that flow, what's actually going to get you the good marks is whether you can focus on your horse's rhythm and balance and suppleness and connection to the outside reins. So the irony is, when you're overly focused on the outcome goals, you find yourself actually being distracted. Like, there's a ridiculous amount of pressure that you put on yourself to get this 70% score or whatever, and then you're actually thinking, hang on a second, I've completely not paying attention to my horse's rhythm or bend. So when you're actually competing, you need to put those outcome goals out of your mind. Just focus on the process and what you've learned from your lesson. And yeah, this has made a huge difference to my riding. It is, if you want to read more about it, I originally heard from it from Charlie Unwin, and then Olivia Towers, who works with Charlie, then went on to tell everyone about this. So I just think it's a really, really interesting thing that's really made a difference to my competing.